Hey all, just a little note before I get into this video. This video was actually recorded towards the beginning of December, and I had totally forgotten that I had edited and put in all this work. So it is a little bit out of date, but please enjoy the video and looking forward to seeing you all soon. Hey everyone, thanks for watching and coming along. Before I get into the main content of this video, I thought I'd just add in this little bit at the beginning. Thank you to all the new subscribers and the thousands of people who have watched the videos that I've been putting out. Try to be a little bit more relaxed and less lesson orientated with them. So you can see I'm sitting down, I've got the good camera on. I have had to turn the heater off because when you turn it on, you get this. It's like there's a small sun over there. It's actually my halogen heater because it's freezing out here in the studio out in old East Lothian. I'm just going to turn it off again. And yeah, just try and get a little bit more playing content. Messing around with the software, doing some things with OBS and Cubase. I'm going to try and do workout somewhere to watch where I can be playing while over Cubase and things like that. Anyway, so thanks for watching. And as always, please subscribe. Share the videos if you think there's anything of content. If there's anything you want me to cover, then please let me know. I am going to be taking a bit of time out from playing, as everyone probably knows who watches the channel, who is a regular viewer, due to some dental work I need to get done in the teeth. This guy here is really, really uncomfortable. I thought I was going to have to stop playing a lot sooner than I intended. More of that when I have more information. And I'm going to be doing something that might be a little bit controversial, but there are loads of trumpet channels out there, and there are so many musicians and trumpet players who have great input. So I'm going to be trying to do, let's say, a little bit of insight into the world of trumpet on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. If I can't play, I might as well stay active and listening. Okie dokie. Right, well, enjoy the upcoming video, and I hope to see you soon. Alright, okay. I have done a little play comparison, or really I suppose not, well yeah, it's a comparison between two trumpets. I don't have them in the hand. I do have them in the hand, but I'm going to have to edit me reaching backwards and forwards and getting them and stuff. Essentially, I have taken loan of a Bach New York 7. You might have already seen the video that I put on it. Sorry, that I put on YouTube. Just a short little one. I think it was called Schilke Fanboy or Bach Imposter. Anyway, I was really quite taken with that trumpet. It's the same one that I've got on loan. The shop that's loaned me it is a shop in Edinburgh called the Wind Section. Fantastic shop. And really, really helpful as well. So, the reason why I've got the trumpet is I am getting rid of my Schilke B3. I need that for the surgery on my teeth. But coming out the other side of that, I'm thinking I might buy myself a new present. And it's not that I don't have enough trumpets, but I have always been looking for a B horn to my Schilke B1. So that's kind of where the journey's taken me, I suppose. So I'm going to let you folks have a listen to the audio. I've used that, or a component of that, cheesy backing track before. I've just shortened it down a little bit. And I do one take on the Bach and then one take on the B3L. The reason why I'm comparing these two are because they feel similar to me from a player's point of view. I'll go into that a little bit more after you've heard the audio and watched the video. And once I've done the play along style thing, I switch off the effects so you can just hear them on. It's not a great mic setup that I've got, but it's dry, essentially, is what it is. Okay? So enjoy. I just thought I'd refresh the instruments that you were listening to. So I've had this Schilke B3L for about getting on for a year and a half, 2 years, can't remember now. I've recently done a video on it for sale. It's still for sale, hence I've still got it. To just quickly recap, this one's 1974. It's a tuning bell configuration, as you can see here. It's had its issues. There's been some repair going on here. It's missing a stop down here. There's plate wear on it and everything. Something just fell on me. Or was it? Oh, it's this. And it's a cracking horn. It's a really, really nice horn. It's lightweight. It really speaks. Depending on the setup that I use in terms of backbores, the thing just annihilates saxophone sections. But it can also be quite dark and sultry as well. It has a large bore. This one's got the copper bell. Now, it's not a beryllium bell. You can't quite see in the light here. Maybe just see there. So just around about here, this part here is dark brown. That's the copper. Yeah, it's not a beryllium bell. It was just a seamless lightweight bell that this came with. And it's got a couple of dings here and there and everything else, but it's a fantastic horn, and it is still up for sale. So this is the recently released Bach New York 7. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera. I might have to adjust the lens. Yeah, just about seeing there. And as you can see, it does have this star on it as well, which is traditionally Bach's way of denoting a lightweight bell. I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs of the technical specs on that. I'll put a link in the description. Needless to say, it's a large bore horn, slightly smaller if you're talking hundredths of an inch than the B3L, but it does have a little bit more mass to it when you feel it in the hands, and I think that is what I like about it, and compared to this particular B3L. It feels comparable, the Bach 7, the New York 7 feels comparable in weight to my B1. And the thing that I like about this is that slight more core and density to it. However, with it being a large bore trumpet, it does not blow like a large bore trumpet. I'm a big fan of the Bach 25s, and this feels more compact. The one thing that I would say about the instrument in general is that it can really, really change colours in terms of its brightness and down to darkness. There's a fantastic video of Mark Kavuma. He's got one of these ones now, and he plays so dark and so lovely on it as well, but it really, really speaks in that video as well. The little bit of playing that I've done there, it's basic equipment that I've got in the studio for recording, but hopefully that representation comes across. Now, a little thing about Bach in general, this is a lacquered one, and I am not a fan of Bach lacquer. I had 2 Bach commercial trumpets not long after they came out, and they both failed down to acid bleed. So if I was to go for one of these, which I might very well be, it's going to be silver plated, maybe even gold plated if the funds are there. A couple of interesting things just to point out about this Bach that I haven't seen in any other Bach. I'm going to try. If you look from the business end, it's all by different perspectives. The lead pipe actually sits lower on this trumpet, so you can see it kind of sits below the valve caps there, and the bell is in line. You see that the bell's a bigger wrap on it. It feels really, really different. There's a lot more space for left hand. It feels like a bigger horn. It feels actually a little bit shorter than most other Bach horns. I've not done the comparison. I've not really checked this against like the Vindabona or the 37 that I've got. And that feels nice. I quite like that. The hand position feels a little bit more, I don't know, just engaged. It doesn't feel as big and clunky as the Vindabona that I've got. Something else about this one as well, it's got the French bead on it. So there's a lot more presence from the bell in your face. The valves are great, the compression's great, it blows through the range absolutely fantastically. It's a cracking bit of kit. So I'm going to be using this week on a couple of things. Got a big band gig tomorrow night if my teeth hold together. And I have got a Rat Pack Christmas show on Wednesday. And yeah, I'll maybe try and get some like backstage phone footage as well, just to see how it's slotting in. But in terms of having a horn or a trumpet that kind of allows me to say or speak a little bit more personally, that's kind of what I've always looked for. I think in terms of the one trumpet I've had, I'd maybe like to revisit. It's the Monette that's still out there. It may come back to me. I don't know. Why not the B3L? The B3L, to me, can get a little bit barky sometimes. Again, probably down to operator usage. And I do love that trumpet. I really, really do. In fact, I would maybe even consider a standard B3 against the B3L in comparison to the New York 7. However, in terms of that Bach sound, there's nothing really does have that Bach sound other than a Bach. And I still love my Schilke B1, and I will be retaining my Schilke B1 because there's nothing comes close to that for me in terms of the sound that I hear when I'm either in the lead chair or the pop chair. But having something that isn't that you can step away from, you know what it's like. You just want a different colour sometimes. Sometimes you want to wear a different pair of shoes. So that's what I'm thinking there. And listening to the audio, it does seem as though I have a little bit more freedom on the B3L, but I've been playing that trumpet for a year and a half, 2 years. There's a couple of maybe things I would do to the Bach 7. I would be interested in exploring a rounded tuning slide if that was an option, and a Mado key maybe to kind of free up the blow throughout it. But, you know, I've been blowing the horn for 2 days, and already it's like it's starting to speak to me in terms of a sound that I can relate to. So we'll see how it is at the end of the week, and that's all. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut out a whole bunch of waffling that you won't even know about, so I shouldn't even really talk about it. But in terms of these both these horns, they're both fantastic horns. I absolutely love them both. Both using the same mouthpiece on them. It's my AR-VS lead with 42 throat on the medium 42 back bore. That's my go-to mouthpiece for everything else. I will slot in the S back bore if I'm doing quite a bit of heavy lead work. It just gives me something a little bit more to press against. And the L back bore, if I'm doing like section work or small group work, it just kind of brings all that sound a little bit closer and softer and everything else. So anyway, that's it. Enough waffling for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you here next time. Stay safe, stay smart. Thanks. Bye-bye.